All right, let's talk nails or fasteners. Everybody's always asking about how to put up this material. Most of the material that we have is 3/8 inch thick. We have one product that's 1/2 inch, but let's talk about the 3/8 inch thick product. You have two choices on nailers. You got an 18 gauge brad nailer, which is the smaller one, and the 16, which is the behemoth. The major difference in the two is the thickness of the nails, not so much the length of the nails, obviously. Also, the 16 gauge is a little bit bigger head. However, we recommend using the 18 gauge brad nailer mainly because you don't need a 16. 18 is cheaper. And also with the 16, you have a tendency with the bigger nails, it could potentially split the wood as well, especially if you're using it near the end of a board. Lengthwise, 1.5 inches. Our material is 3/8. Drywall is a 1/2 inch. So that's 7/8, let's call it. And so I use 1.5 inches to get it all the way into the studs. So you always want to try to mark your studs, and wherever you cross the board, wherever you cross the stud, use the brad nailer there. However, if you don't end in the middle of a stud, but you still want to secure this end, instead of going straight in, which doesn't have a lot of strength, if you go at an angle, like toenailing, you have a lot more strength. So I always recommend, if you're not hitting the stud, toenail, go this way one way and that way the other way. Now you're locked in. When it comes to glue, you don't need it unless you really want it or you're worried about it. If you're going above head and there's a lot of shaking or you're in a camper, then you may want it. And you could just use straight wood glue. You could use any kind of adhesive really, but then I would also just nail it at an angle, lots of angles. So there you go, Fastener 101. Give us a call with any questions.